Hey there, you guys. I wanted to show you how to make some COVID-19 face masks to wear whenever you go out and leave the house during this quarantine, so you feel a little bit safer out there, especially if you have to work long days or if you have to be out in the public. I want to be able to give you guys the option to make these for yourself at home. I will also have them available in my Etsy shop for donation prices only, so if you wanted to pay $5 for one of these and $8 for one of these masks with a filter in them, you would also be providing 3 masks for other people who need them. So I want to make sure that my community, my friends, the people that I can feel protected whenever they're out in the world, especially right now because it's kind of, it's kind of scary. So if I can do my part, I will. So let's learn how to make some masks, okay? Let's figure out how to do this. It'll be fun. So you're gonna need a couple things first. The first thing that you need are fabrics. I'm gonna make some for my local grocers, so of course I'm gonna pick fruits and vegetables, considering where they are. These are from my Nourish lines. This is, pineapple, broccoli, and carrot. I designed these. So you'll also need a pattern. I will have this pattern available for immediate PDF download. All you'll need to do is download it, hit print, and then cut it out with some scissors. It has 3 different sizes. The small is good for children, medium is good for like teens and women, and then the large is good for men and people with larger faces. You'll also need a good pair of cutting scissors, and also a second pair of scissors that you're not using to cut fabrics. Pins, elastic of sorts, and of course HEPA filters to put inside your masks to make sure that you're seriously protecting yourself as much as you possibly can. These are not exactly N94 qualified, but they are much better than freaking nothing. This is the brand of filter that I used. See? This is the rating. Microparticle level. So now we have our patterns cut out. We have both a mask that doesn't have a filter and a mask that does have a filter. Just a quick close-up of where it's supposed to sit at the seam so you have an understanding, and that it's a little bit pliable with there being some wire in there as well, so it'll sit a little bit better. I designed it so that this little bit right here and this little bit right here will kind of sit up against the face so that it kind of creates like a almost like it's just like a comfort snug. It's like a face blanket. So we need to cut some elastic. I'm using fold over elastic or FOE. You can use basic regular elastic. You can use that super thin shoestring elastic. You can even just use ribbon and tie it. Like, you can really do whichever, because I'm going to show you how to do it with ear holes like this one, and I'm going to show you how to do it without ear holes. I personally really like it without the ear holes. I like this version better that goes around the back of the head, but you can make whichever version. So for the mask with ear holes, you will need 3 inches of elastic. I'm just going to measure right here. Now you gotta sew it together. So you will need a basic sewing machine for this, as well as a basic knowledge of how to sew. This is not an instructional how to sew video, so if you already have a basic knowledge, this will be a lot more useful to you. If you don't know how to sew yet, I highly suggest asking someone that you know to show you how to use a sewing machine before doing this project. You will need to use a basic straight stitch as well as a zigzag stitch. You'll need both. So now you have two pieces sewn together, just like this. Boop. You want to take the right sides, which is the side with the print on it, and you want to take them and put them together so that they kind of look like this. So our very first seam is sewn right along the top here, just like this. Now for a face mask that has a behind the head elastic, you're going to pin it like this. So you're going to want to pin at the top seam that we had just sewn again. You're going to pin it right here. And then you're going to pin the other one right here with just a little bit again of a seam allowance, because you're going to sew that closed at the end. So now you have these right here. There you go. You'll just take it and flip it over. You'll pull the elastic up towards the top here, pin it down, and then same. This elastic right here, you'll pin it at the bottom. Okay, now it's magically sewn together. Woo! So now you want to take it and flip it. There we go. It's actually going to go this way. So now you have a basic mask. You just have this big open bit right here. So we're going to finish that off now. Thanks for hanging out and checking out my mask tutorial. I hope you guys make some super cool masks, not just for yourselves, but also for your community. If you do have the time and the resources and the materials to make plenty to give to the people around you that you know are immunosuppressed or easily able to get ill, maybe you know someone who works as a CNA, or they work with the elderly, maybe even in food service, your local grocers, your local bud tenders, anyone who works with the public. If you have any time to sit down and make 10, you're doing a big difference. Fuck, 2. If you're making 2, you're making a big difference. There are many people out there right now that are reusing the same mask over and over and over again. And the good news is these are washable, reusable, and sterilizable. So we could be doing a lot of good work by making sure that we're, 1, not creating a lot of garbage, and for 2, keeping people safe out there during this pandemic. Thanks for sticking around for my tutorial. I hope to see some cool masks from you soon. Thanks for hanging out. Stay safe out there, you guys.